Very bright as the bowler. Gavaskar takes strike. Beautiful stroke. That's been one of the features of this morning for me, Frank, the placement. Some of the balls have gone to the fielders, but in general, they're splitting the field beautifully. Full toss again. There have been a lot of full tosses out there this morning. And each one of them has been dealt with the utmost severity by these two players. Good shot. Beautiful placing again. Only a yard or so wide of the man at forward square or round towards mid-wicket. And this very quick outfield is giving full value out there today. Beautiful placement.
That brings up Gavaskar's 50.
Matthews to Gavaskar.
Oh, and that's across, and well, that was unlucky. That was good bowling. He's really tied him down, and that boundary brings up the 200, but that wasn't a very good shot from Sunil Gavaskar.
It wasn't, yet on the other hand, he felt he was being tied down. He took the chanced his arm, hit with the spin, didn't quite get hold of it. And just for a brief moment, it looked as if mid-wicket was in with a chance, but it wasn't to be. And it raced away for 4 runs.
Holland to Gavaskar.
That's beautifully driven. Holland just over pitching, and the little master coming down the pitch at the ball, placed it beautifully. And it's the glorious use of footwork by Gavaskar. Here he comes, 1.5, down he goes, gets to the pitch, and then he beats mid off and mid on to a fairly straight, split the gap beautifully. He's got that away. It was just a fraction short, and his feet were magnificent. He was back quickly, and he whipped it through square leg. His 10th boundary.
And Gavaskar getting a little frustrated there. Decides to crunch one over wide mid-on.
And from time to time, I think that Matthews has troubled Gavaskar. It's a pretty canny piece of batting on Gavaskar's part, however, when Matthews gives him room outside the off stump, gives him width, and that's a time when he falls into error, and Gavaskar is willing to hit with the spin, as he does on this occasion, over the top of the infield on the leg side.
And Gavaskar goes over the top, and that's century number 32. Brought up in uncharacteristic-like fashion from Gavaskar. But it goes in the record book, and a delighted little man he'll be.
Alan Border less delighted about it, the second century of the day against Australia. And look at this, Gavaskar collecting his thoughts, saying to himself, play straight. The second 100 is in sight.
Is coming in, trying to bowl leg cutters to Gavaskar. Delicate. .300 up. He is a good player, this fellow. He's driven well today. He's placed the ball superbly and timed it magnificent.
And there's placement. Pushed wide of slip. Vacant area at third man. The 300 comes up. That's the sort of thing that would break a young man's heart like war.
Oh, shot. Oh, the placement has been superb today.
That one's hit in the air down towards square leg over the top of the infield, so no problems for Gavaskar down there. Another boundary.
The only difference is the size of the players, and that occasion it was a small Gavaskar pulling over the infield. Placed it, as he's done all day, into the vacant outfield for 4 more off Bob Holland.
He loves them in that area. Beautifully cut away by Gavaskar, down to the cover, but to the point boundary, just backward of the fieldsman there. He loves them just outside off stump, and that 4 brings up his 150.
Matthews to Gavaskar.
We see at last Sunil Gavaskar taking a chance. He's waited till 12:59 to do it. Once again gets the full value from the shot. A 200-run partnership now between Gavaskar and Amarnath. Didn't quite get hold of it. He went after it all right. As well clear of Steve Waugh. No chance of getting to that one.
So a few stares there, Alan Border and Greg Matthews, both staring at Waugh. And this time, Gavaskar goes well over the top of Stephen Waugh's head. So suddenly a bit of urgency from India.
Just waiting for Matthews to spin into the body. Gavaskar's played that shot on numerous occasions and played it very well indeed. The lofted shot hitting with the spin over mid-wicket. Pad protecting the off stump.
Holland now to Gavaskar. Oh, he's bowling round his legs. There we are. We got it. Bobby Holland brought into the attack. After a long spell in the pastures, has struck for the Australians. Almost 24 hours later, Sunil Gavaskar out bowled by Bobby Holland.
This is such a great ball either. It was a very tired looking shot. It was a full toss outside the line of the leg stump. He didn't come down to it for once. It spun. Certainly turned back into Gavaskar, and the end of a great knock by the little master. He leaves the ground to a very generous ovation. Bowled Holland for 172. So finally, India lose their second wicket. The score at 415.